Don Koharski will call his first game in this series. Ray Scapanello and Dan McCord are the linesmen. And it could be a long night for the officials. But they are fully aware of the situation from Game 5 as we look at the goaltender starting for the Red Wings. He has played in 4 of the first 5. Greg Steffen, an outstanding save percentage of .891, as does this young man, Alain Chevrier. And Mick, you have to wonder with some of the comments in the paper, regardless of how intentional Kosar's hit was, is it going to affect Alain Chevrier?
I don't think it will in a great way, but we'll have to see early. I'll tell you what, I'd follow it up with a couple of high, hard shots up around his ears and try to make it a personal affair. Make it think they're after me, and that could get them off the game. The Hawks will be called for icing right out of the gate as Zombo goes back to touch. And Thomas, an unnecessary hit right out of the gate. Now, that's the kind of stuff that causes problems right there. Very unnecessary hit. Now Nil and Manson start to go. They're shoving and pushing. Right out of the gate. 10 seconds in. Koharski should call a penalty immediately on Thomas. That kind of hitting from behind on an automatic icing is a call that in the rule book says it's supposed to be made. The referees do not make it. And that causes problems.
And we've got problems just 10 seconds in, but I don't believe there's going to be any penalties called by Don Koharski. The faceoff is going to come down to the Chicago end of the ice for a faceoff. To the left of Chevrier, or to the right? To his right, I guess.
Looks like for a moment they were just going to give penalties, but you know, he's going to have himself a long night if he doesn't call stuff like that.
Take a look at the breakdown of the scoring by periods. See, the Hawks have been
second period killers.
Wings have gotten out of the gate well. They have scored the first goal in 4 out of 5 games in this series. Steve Yzerman against Adam Creighton.
I think, David, a lead in this game is going to be more important than any other. The Hawks can feel the pressure. There's more pressure on them right now than there is Detroit, because Chicago knows they cannot afford to go back to Detroit. The Red Wings are resigned. They're saying, hey, we might have been out of it the other night. We escaped with our life, so let's just relax and go and play.
Manson dumps it to the corner. Thomas rides Huda into the boards. Puck squirts loose. Burr, he takes a hit. Penalty coming right there. Creighton got the stick up. And the elbows up. Adam Creighton gets the game's first penalty. Red Wings on the power play when we return. For elbowing at the 32-second mark.
Now look at it right there. That size alone with Creighton can get him into trouble, but he did get the stick up and the elbows on Burr. Red Wings get the first power play of the hockey game. And of course, who can forget? They had 2 shorthanded goals scored on them in Game 5 in Detroit.
There you see the number for the Red Wings, just 5 for 30. That's just under 17%. And as Mickey just pointed out, 2 shorthanded goals against in Game 5, 3 in the series, which ties a Chicago club record. It comes out to the point. Chason slides it across Norwood. Lets the shot go. It's loose. They score!
No goal.
Oh!
No goal. Oh, boy. The net, I believe, Dave, had just been lifted. Just been lifted off its moorings before they chopped it in. Norwood's shot went off the pad of Chevrier, laid in the crease. He got bumped. And I'm not sure if it was Gallant who chipped it, but just as he did, the net was coming off. Let's see if we can pick up the sequence as it happens. Here comes McLean. There's the puck laying right there. There it is. There goes Paul into the crease. Gallant takes a chair. There it is. You see the right goalpost. No question about it. That's a great call by Koharski. That post is 8 inches off the mooring before the puck went in.
Yzerman and Troy Murray on the draw. Hawks look to clear. Norwood holds it in. Chason on the left point on the power play. Did not dress for game number 5. He's nursing a sore left leg with a Charlie horse. He sends it to the circle. Yzerman shot deflected just wide of Chevrier. Norwood sends it toward the net. Bouncing puck. Yzerman couldn't get control. Dumps it back to McLean. McLean off the boards. Here comes Chason. Tipped away by Dirk Graham. Well, he tested Steffen with that rocket. Jason's pass was behind Gallant. That allows Trent Yawney to pick it up, and he'll clear. 40 seconds left in Creighton's minor penalty. Pass comes to Yzerman. Up the right wing for Barr, hits him in stride. Fires it behind Chevrier up the boards. Good play by Yzerman. Klima helps out. Now the two of them get too close together there, and the Hawks are able to steal. Presley just drives it back behind Steffen. 15 seconds left, perhaps time for one more good rush with the man advantage. O'Connell to Yzerman. Cross the line. Tried to get through Manson. Hawks able to clear. Savard. Oh, penalty center ice. Dave Barr. Delayed call. That'll be offside. So the Hawks, with an interference penalty at center ice, will have their first power play opportunity, and they have capitalized only 2 more times than the Red Wings, Mick. They have 7 power play goals. The Wings have 5, but in a short series like this, that can make such a big difference.
Interference is called to Dave Barr as he jumps on top of Gilbert in the center ice zone. And Dirk Graham a moment ago shorthanded. Let a blast go that caught Steffen up on the inside of the left elbow and up over top of the net. Shabbat and Nil doing the duties in a shorthanded role.
Adam Creighton right out there on this power play, gets it across the line for Manson. Manson tees it up, lets the shot go wide. Rebound out to Larmer.
Steffen's down. Look at this. Koharski's pointing at Creighton. Doesn't call a penalty. Steffen got knocked down. There's your paper war right there.
Here comes Savard. Avoids Shabbat's check. Benny Savard's pass is knocked down. Here's Shabbat to clear, and he avoided Creighton's attempted check. Here's Larmer. Carries into the zone. Sends it back to the point. Nobody there. Shabbat will intercept. That's going to go. Here comes Larmer now. Challenged by Sean Burr at center ice. Larmer across the line for Savard. Savard back to Trent Yawney. Moves it to Bob Murray. Back to Yawney. Savard top of the circle. In deep now. There's the mismatch. Troy Murray's pass was blocked by Zombo. Back to Savard again. In deep to Troy Murray. Sends it across. Save it. Oh, wow. What a stop he made on Larmer, who one-timed it. Bob Murray fires it in wide.
Got to take that play away. They cannot give it to them.
It goes to Savard. Shot just wide. Big rebound. It goes back behind Steffen. Troy Murray plays it to Savard. 35 seconds left in the Creighton penalty. Here it is again. Bob Murray stopped in front. Back to Trent Yawney. The drive. Blocked again.
And out over the line. Whoa. 3 Red Wings are down to try to block the shot. 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Norwood should clear. Got all day. And he does.
10 seconds left in the Barr penalty. Shabbat challenging Presley. Pass goes across for Bob McGill, seeing time on the power play here. Oh, Steffen, that deflected. That deflected.
What you got?
I think it was hit with a high stick by O'Connell.
Yeah, it was.
And then when it was touched by Steffen, the indication was made.
Back live at the Chicago Stadium. There's Steffen getting run over. Penalty coming up now, and it's going to be Chicago for interference. Vince Gillette, his first shift of the series. He's in the game tonight for Bob Batson, number 15. We didn't get an injury report on him, but Vince Gillette, who backed himself into the crease in front of Steffen, barely bumped him, is going to get an interference call. Watch him go for the front of the net. Top of your screen. There it is right there. And Koharski to call. Vince Gillette, excuse me, did play in game 1 of the series, but has been scratched in every game since tonight. You got some other scratches for us, David?
Red Wings with the same lineup they had the other night, except for Steve Chason replacing Jeff Sharples. So Sharples is scratched along with Dale Krentz, Rainey McKay, Tim Higgins, and Chris King. The Hawks, as you mentioned, Bob Batson out of the lineup. We're not sure why. Brian Noonan. Also out of the lineup, Mike Eagles as well. And Doug Wilson, the key scratch for the Blackhawks.
Right.
Red Wings.
Sorry, David. Red Wings now in their second power play. Look out.
Dirk Graham trying to get out in front. Wings converge on him nicely. That could have been dangerous. Here comes Oates now, leading a rush across the line. Drops it back for Yzerman. Little foot pass goes to Norwood. In deep now to Gallant. Out in front, Chason lets the shot go. Tip, save, Chevrier. Yzerman just trying to redirect.
Now, you know, unbelievable. I think it's going to be a Detroit penalty. Manson again trying to haul on Yzerman.
Well, I would have thought they would have talked to Gerard Gallant about the unnecessary penalties. That is just a bad penalty for Gallant to take. Nobody's going to hurt Yzerman in that situation.
Well, Yzerman took a chop at Chevrier when the puck was covered up. Bobby Murray took exception to that. Watch it. Chason shoots it to Yzerman, passes it really for the redirection. Chevrier got it with the goal stick. Now watch Murray. Takes a little chop at Yzerman. Here comes Gallant to the right of the screen. And a cross-check, very light one, but Chason with a bad leg already. Boom, gets hit by Graham, and he's on the limp again. You may not see a whole lot of Chason tonight. He's got a very sore left leg.
Probably just on the power play is where he'll play. But Gerard Gallant is of no value to the Red Wings in that penalty box. And it's one thing if it's a good penalty, but he has taken a lot of bad penalties in this series, probably out of frustration for the fact he has struggled offensively.
Well, it's 4-on-4. Minute 28 to go in the Vincelette penalty, and now Gallant's in for a two-force cross-checking. Klima and Yzerman. Well, Koharski's going to take control and keep it that way. That's the way to do it. Make sure they understand what the rules are, call them, and come mid-game, they should have them settled down. Somebody's going to get a penalty here, cost their team a goal and possibly the series.
Yzerman and Troy Murray on the face-off. Murray again wins it. Bob Murray plays it around for Denny Savard. Savard, Troy Murray, Manson, and Bob Murray. The skaters for the Hawks. Here comes Yzerman. Oh, he took a stick from Bob Murray. It's going to be a penalty here.
There is.
Delayed call.
Got him up in the cheek. I don't think he's cut, though.
O'Connell across the line. Still a delayed call. Here's Oates. Nice play to get it to Yzerman. Lets the shot go just wide. Norwood will tee it up. He'll send it to Oates. Back to Norwood.
He's going to check him for any blood at all. No. None to be had. None to be found. And it'll be a 2-minute high stick to Bob Murray. Accidental it was, but an automatic call. He missed Yzerman's stick, trying to hook check him. Yzerman was going to react and slash back, realized as he turned and saw Koharski right there that it was going to be a call, and he held his temper, and that's the thing to do. Very frustrating. But now a 4-on-3. I was going to say, Dave, that the Wings might have been better advised there to give the Hawks the puck immediately. It would have given them a longer time with 4-on-3 rather than trying to do something with 5-on-4 there with the goalie out. Nevertheless, they have 54 seconds. The 4 skaters to 3. They'll go with 3 forwards, Oates, Klima, and Yzerman with Norwood at the point.
Oates just hollered back to Steffen to be alert, because if that puck comes back, they want him to move out and play it and get it ahead to the forwards quickly.
Klima's outside. They got to get him back over there. It's a tough place for the faceoff. You can't draw it back. There's only 3 feet to the blue line. You almost got to try to flick it into the corner and hope Oates or Klima can get in there and get it.
Well, Troy Murray's been slapping Yzerman's stick. That's been his tactic.
Yzerman wants to go straight to the left, over to Oates, behind Klima. No, but they interfere with Yanni. Oates is in.
With a chance. Saved by Chevrier. Good opportunity there.
Sure was.
And Yzerman back to get it. 45 seconds left in the 4-on-3. Yzerman slides it ahead. Klima drops it back. Yzerman on the move across the line.
Easily gained the zone. That's the key.
Now it goes to Oates. He'll swap places there with Norwood. It goes to Norwood, top of the circle. Back to Oates, back to Norwood. Let's the shot score!
Wow.
Lee Norwood with a bullet shot. Power play goal in the Red Wings. Drop first blood. They lead it 1-0.
Set up nicely. I'm not sure where that one went in or whether it was deflected or not. He really got a rocket on it. Norwood did. Set up by Oates for the one time. And Norwood sets it up. I think he was going to go to Klima there. Look, decided, no, I'm going to come back over here. See, the Hawk defenders left Norwood. Screen shot right between the legs of two players, and Chevrier did not even see it. Two Hawks directly in the road. It went over Chevrier's right shoulder. Now, the Hawks have a, you know what, I don't understand something here. I don't know why they would have a choice to bring Bob Murray out of the box, who had probably a minute and a half left in his penalty, and Vince Letters only got 19 seconds.
Well, that was the penalty that put them, that put them two down.
Yeah.
Here comes Shabbat now. He's got Norwood with him. Shabbat across the line. Oh, that puck never came outside the line, I didn't think.
Close. It was close, boy. Danny McCourt made the call from down in front of us, and he's given the signal now. Shabbat took it in and back out and back in again. So Detroit said what? 3? Detroit said 4. This is number 5 for Chicago. So we're back to that penalty time thing. Power play time.
Hawks controlling Yanni in his own zone. He'll play 1 point, Manson the other.
This is where they really miss Dougie Wilson, see, the veteran.
Manson slides it back for Yanni. Jim Nill right after him.
Decision making, such an important factor in the extra man power play situation. And without a veteran like Doug Wilson back there, we're definitely losing a lot.
Manson. Hawks move it ahead. Troy Murray across the line. Takes it to the circle. Wheels it around the boards. Manson back at the right point to stop it. Sends it toward the net. Presley couldn't redirect it. Sends it out to the left point for Yanni. Back in deep, Dirk Graham.
Oh, DeLong broke his stick. Oh, boy. It's like a 5-on-3.
Manson shot. Steffen save. Loose puck. Went wide.
You know what he had to do is try to steal one off one of the Hawks. Yzerman gave him the stick.
Yanni gives it to Presley. Presley shot blocked by Norwood. He went down. Timed it well. Yzerman out at the top of the penalty killing without a stick. Redirection save. Steffen.
Yzerman cleared with a hand. Somebody had to throw the stick out in the ice. Now they get Yzerman a stick.
Yanni dumps it in wide of Steffen. Norwood had it knocked away. Creighton scores!
Savard hooked Norwood from behind. There's a dump in from center ice. It'll be a power play goal. And it's Steve Larmer that got the goal. As he just picked up the loose puck off the end board. See Norwood go to get it. Savard hooked it around him. And Larmer, as he did in Game 5, stuffed it. And went off Steffen's right skate. Watch Savard's stick wrap around right there. And a bad angle, nowhere to go, and it deflected in off Steffen's pad to tie the game at 1. Larmer's second of the playoffs.
Each team with a power play goal. Wings clear the zone. Creighton waiting there. Sends it across. It's taken by O'Connell. The center ice. He backhands it in on Chevrier.
1 minute to play in the period.
Yanni to Savard. Savard takes his time. Starts it back the other way. Little soft pass for Larmer. Here comes Creighton. He's got Savard with him. Couldn't make the pass. Sends it back. Savard couldn't hold it in. Conroy.
That's icing. Would have been a 2-line pass.
No, they waved it off.
Kidding me.
They said it was deflected.
Good. Oh, man, they're both going to go.
I can't believe, is O'Connell going to go?
And second of the playoffs.
He gets punched in the head by Creighton.
Boy, O'Connell's not going to believe this.
18:39. Blackhawk goal scored by
Pretty sure they're both
Larmer.
going.
Assisted by Savard and Yanni.
Savard and Yanni drew the assist on Larmer's goal. Originally, I thought it was Creighton that shot it.
May not be a double here. He put both hands up like they're both going to go. There's the high stick in the elbow by Creighton. Now you see, there's Koharski as the camera went by him with both hands, but only Creighton's going to the box.
Number 22, Adam Creighton. 2 minutes for high
See, Dirk Graham's arguing with him now that he made both calls.
Blackhawk penalty Creighton. 2 minutes for high sticking at 19:28.
So the Red Wings, like the Hawks, now have had 5 power plays in this period. 32 seconds left on the clock. Hard to tell in the second angle that replay. Did that Larmer goal beat stepping off the left skate on the short side or go through the legs?
I think he went under the pads and hit the pads and went in. He had nowhere to go with it, so he just stuffed it. That's how he got his goal in Detroit, through the pads as well.
Norwood moves it to chase on. Gallant right in front of the Hawk bench. Jammed up there by Dirk Graham. Wings just trying to dig it loose. Hawks content to let that clock run. Here comes Troy Murray. Offside.
Troy Murray hauled down, and they're looking for a call there. And now Graham's at it with Chason. The linesman did a heck of a job. They both linesmen wrestled both players to the ground. That job isn't tough. 2 old friends are at it again, Gallant and Manson. They're gonna go or not? You might as well just let them go and get it over with. And going at each other the whole series. Get Chason off. Eisenman and Murray. I don't think they're going to bother anybody down there. They're trying to be quiet and keep it calm. Gallant and Manson both get the wave from Koharski, but we'll have to wait and see what he calls. 2 waves before and only 1 penalty.
Well, the problem was the play was offside, and Koharski didn't realize that the whistle should have gone well before it did.
Well, I think it probably did from the linesman, but nobody could hear it. Now, the big argument was Troy Murray getting hauled down, hooked at the blue line, and no call being made there originally.
Penalties here at 19:48.
Under their famous chant here at Chicago Stadium. About the Wings in Detroit.
I don't think there's going to be any additional manpower advantage. Let's take a look at it here.
Well, you see the hook on Troy Murray. Right there by Gallant. You won't see him go down. Chason and Graham just keep on going and going and going. And Manson and Gallant.
Detroit penalties. Number 3, Steve Chason. 2 minutes for roughing. Number 17, Gerard Gallant. 2 minutes for roughing.
They're both going, Manson and Gallant. 2 minutes each for roughing.
2 minutes for roughing. And number 33, Dirk Graham.
Graham gets 2 for roughing. Chason 2 for roughing. With 4 minor penalties. And Troy Murray is totally incensed with Koharski right now.
Well, I don't think he realized that the play had been ruled offside before he was taken down. So
12 seconds left in the first period. A 1-1 hockey game. Norwood for the Red Wings. Larmer for the Hawks. And once again, as we expected, a long period of hockey.
the up and down season of the 88-89 Red Wings will make a great story and a great addition to your sports video collection. But the Detroit Blue Line, probably not enough time to get down and even get a pop at Chevrier.
13-7 shots on goal favor the Red Wings, or the Hawks rather.
O'Connell for Norwood, quickly up the middle.
Offside.
Hit the skate of Eisenman, so the offside call is made. Faceoff just inside the Detroit line where Norwood originated that pass. Oates at center ice, 4 seconds remaining. He'll shoot one in toward Chevrier. And that'll do it as the siren goes off. First period pretty much having everything that we expected. A lot of chippy play, several penalties, several power play chances. Each team scores a power play goal, and it's 1-1 after one. When we come back, Ray Lane visiting with number 14 of the Chicago Blackhawks, former New York Islander Greg Gilbert. That and much more right after this. Just to give it much away in the Soviet Union, let alone 2 for the price of 1.
Nothing at all. Last time I remembered, 1972.
Hudson wins the draw to Yanni. He didn't have much room to operate, but he kept it in. Here's Chason. Slaps it to the corner. Burr slides it up the boards. Robertson hit hard by Thomas. Thomas slides it back to the corner. Dwayne center. Checked by Delore.
The line you got to watch out for. Big and strong. Sutter. Hudson, look out. Oh, what a save, Steffen.
Corey Robertson may have gotten away with a cross check there.
Wow, I'll tell you what. Hudson had the open net. Steffen just, by pure reaction, just put his leg over there, and Hudson slammed it right in.
Here's Thomas. Look out. He can shoot it, but he elects to pass this time to Savard. Shot! Save Steffen. He's knocked over. Sutter takes a dive as Steffen.
He hit him with a, he sort of swung the stick at him. Robertson in with McGill. And here comes another hit. Larmer up to get Zombo. Things are heating up again.
Here's Koser. Quick pass. Didn't quite hit Eiserman with it. Driven back in by Conroy. Chason bangs it off the board. Savard. In front. Larmer scores.
Chason down and hurt. The glass got popped right out of the top of the boards, and Chason is down heavily. Who got it? Vincent from behind. There goes the glass. Chason down. No penalty, and underneath Steffen goes Larmer for his second of the night. Chason cleared the puck off the boards. There were 2 Hawks on him, and there was a third one, Savard, trailing, and he picked it up and dumped it through to Larmer, and he stuffed it underneath Greg Steffen. I don't know if that glass popped out completely or whether it broke and shattered. But nevertheless, it's 2-1 Chicago. Look at the 3 Hawks right there. Chason doesn't get a good angle on the pop. And here's Savard to Larmer out in front.
Larmer second of the night, third of the series. Savard will get an assist. Steve Chason favoring that sore left leg.
Blackburn goal is second of the game, is third of the series.
Savard will get the only assist on the goal by Larmer, but Vincent helped make the play.
Chason went into the boards with, I don't remember which, with his left leg too.
Eiserman, Koser, and Gallant out there now against Creighton, Thomas, and Presley. 12:57 to go, second period. Here's Eiserman. Plays it ahead for Koser. Tough angle. He'll send it toward the net, and it went wide. Held in by O'Connell. That's deflected out center ice by Creighton. The late offside waved out. Bob Murray plays it for Presley. Ahead for Creighton. He's angled off by O'Connell. Centering pass, Presley! He scores!